Today on the Report program, Uber and Lyft companies stopped their services in Austin, Texas.
Costco membership fees are on the rise.
And Titan Softball is making a run for their money. All this and much more on the Report program.
Welcome to the Report program. We have a wide range of stories for you today. I'm Emily Cordes.
I'm Jasmine Arenas.
And I'm Carolina Quixano.
The ride-sharing companies Lyft and Uber have paused their operations in Austin, Texas, after voters asked for stricter background checks. Our reporter Natalie Aguirre has more.
Earlier this week, the citizens of Austin, Texas voted against Prop 1 and will now require the drivers of Lyft and Uber to have fingerprints and stricter background checks. The ride-sharing companies have spent over $8 million in advertisements promoting their services through ads, emails, texts, and phone calls. But in the end, the voters had the final word. As a result of the loss, both ride-sharing companies have canceled their services in the city of Austin. We headed to the Cal State Fullerton campus to find out how the students feel about these ride-sharing companies.
I know there are some people that are a little bit concerned that their background check isn't as strict, so I guess it would ease some worries for the people here. But at the same time, I haven't really heard too many stories where a new Uber or Lyft driver, I guess, acts out or acts in a certain way. Yeah, of course, there's going to be an exception to every rule, but I don't think the problem here is that big for it to justify putting stricter guidelines on to be a driver for one of the services.
I just think it's weird getting into like a stranger's car, so I normally just ask like a friend for a ride or something, or we have like a designated driver. That's normally what I see Ubers being used for like if you're going out to drink or have a party. Other than that, I just drive myself. I think they should implement that because, like I said, it's strangers, you don't know them, anyone can be an Uber, so I feel like the company should require them to have like vigorous background checks just to make sure it's not just anyone being an Uber. Reporting for the Report program, I'm Natalie Aguirre.
Costco is known for the best price for your buck. However, membership fees are expected to rise. Will customers remain loyal? Valerie Murguia has more on the story.
Costco membership fees are expected to rise. Analyst Michael Laser wrote, "The conditions are in place for Costco to bump up its membership fees early next year. The Warehouse Club requires customers to pay an annual fee to shop at the stores. From Gold Star members of a cost of $55 is going to raise to $60, and executive membership will go from $110 to $120. Customer loyalty has stayed at 91% since 2015.
So we look for that wow factor, like the 53-inch Bear. The price is $29.99, retails for $100, and they have to have it. And that's my goal as a Costco buyer.
Products remain popular in Costco because of its saving in price. However, will the customer loyalty remain the same after the membership increase?
The greatest contribution that I can make is that this thing goes on for decades. If I have accomplished that I would really take pride in.
This has been Valerie Murguia on The Report Show.
In the province of Alberta, Canada, there is a massive wildfire that continues to spread, causing evacuations and damage in many cities. Emily Cordes has more on the story.
More than 90,000 people have been forced to evacuate their homes in the province of Alberta in Canada due to a massive wildfire that has continued to spread. The main area affected is the city of Fort McMurray, a mining community. It has been estimated that over 20% of homes have been destroyed. President Justin Trudeau of Canada had this to say when asked about the wildfire.
We continue to monitor the situation closely with high temperatures and shifting winds changing rapidly, and we continue to urge caution to all evacuees.
With only one way in and out of Fort McMurray, there has been many problems evacuating the community and the surrounding areas. Many of the evacuees have come face to face with the fires, and many do not know if there will be a home to go back to. One affected by the fires was evacuee Jessica Roswell, who had this to say.
We've gotten pictures and our whole street is knocked down. I think there's like a couple houses left, and I'm thinking that ours is one of them. But I mean, what are you going to go back to? Right? Like, your whole street is burned down, there's no houses houses. It would be really depressing.
Over 1,500 firefighters continue to battle the blaze near Fort McMurray and around the province as it continues to spread. Many of the evacuees have fled to the city of Edmonton, located far north of Fort McMurray. The multiple fires have started to head away from population centers. However, officials say that it is possible for these fires to burn for several months. The Premier of Alberta, Rachel Notley, had this to say about the province of Alberta and the communities affected.
We have a very difficult road ahead with a lot of uncertainty as these fires continue to burn. But whatever road we face, we will face them together with the support of all citizens across this province.
Fires continue to blaze, but the communities affected will have the support of the province in repairing the damage that has been done. Reporting for the Report Program, I'm Emily Cordes.
Grossmont High School has created a Captain America-themed pep rally for an 18-year-old student who is an inspiration to many. Reporter Melina Joseph has more on the story.
It's a rally for Ryan.
He's like the coolest kid ever.
A superhero-themed pep rally.
I'm so glad to be here with all my friends and family, and it's just awesome.
Everyone at Grossmont High School in La Mesa has gathered in the gym to honor Ryan Wilcox, an 18-year-old boy who is a real-life superhero. His bravery and incredible strength has inspired many from all around the world.
Well, strength doesn't really come from your muscle. It comes from your spirit and your heart and love.
Ryan has leukemia.
My voice is a little groggy right now, but I'm doing fine.
When Ryan was a toddler, he had a brain tumor. It was cancer. He had chemotherapy and had the tumor removed, but after being in remission for nearly 10 years, cancer struck again. Ryan was diagnosed a year ago.
We're doing good because Ryan's doing good. I mean, you see him walking around here in his spirit, and he keeps us up.
Last week, his classmates started sharing Ryan's story, as well as his love for Captain America, on social media. #RyanStrong began trending everywhere. Captain America himself, played by actor Chris Evans, even heard about Ryan's story and sent him this surprise message that was shown at the pep rally.
Hey Ryan, how you doing, buddy? Chris Evans here. I heard you're a big Captain America fan. Good taste. Glad to know you're on Team Cap. Just wanted to say, stay strong. I know you're fighting the good fight. It's people like you, with strength like yours, that inspire people like me. So thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart. I'm thinking of you. I'm with you. Stay strong. Go Team Cap. I hope you see the movie Friday and enjoy it. Take care, buddy.
Amazing. It just, I'm getting emotional right now. It blows my mind.
But the real celebrity of the day was Ryan. Student after student just wanted a chance to shake his hand.
I wish you the best of luck, and you are.
Hey, Jose.
Ryan's family was beyond moved.
Love your children. Enjoy every moment. They'll keep you strong, and love every moment you have with them.
Ryan Wilcox continues to prove to the world that strength really does come from your spirit, heart, and through love.
I know if I was in that position, I don't know if I could handle it with as much grace and as much strength as he has. It's humbling, because you think, about the struggles that you might be going through, or somebody else, and you see somebody like that who's just so positive and upbeat all the time, and you think about the strength that they have, and it's awesome.
I'm Melina Joseph, reporting for the Report Program.
Such a sweet story. Thank you, Melina. We wish the best for Ryan, and good luck to him. Switching things over to campus, Cal State Fullerton students give their opinion about the new regulation of e-cigarettes and other tobacco products. Luis Medina has more on the impact of e-cigarettes.
Retailers will no longer be allowed to sell e-cigarettes, cigars, or other covered tobacco products to anyone under the age of 18.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is now banning the sale of e-cigarettes and other tobacco products to people under the age of 18. Tobacco product has been officially expanded to include e-cigarettes, vape pens, and other electronic devices that have grown in popularity over the last few years.
Good idea about changing the age to 21 because more people won't use it as much as before.
I'm actually in favor of them raising the age because because I'm against tobacco. It's gonna benefit us because even like I don't smoke, but the smoke, when people smoke from it, I know it affects me because right away I start coughing. I think it's a good thing just because it would, when you're older, you make smarter decisions.
Retailers will need to verify the photo ID of their customers before they buy e-cigarettes. The new rule means no more free samples, and the product may not be sold in vending machines accessible to people under 18. E-cigarettes and cigarettes will have to carry prominent warning labels.
It has some positive health effects, but I also think that putting the label illegal on smoking cigarettes will actually increase the amount of people doing it.
I don't think it makes any sense because about those 18-year-olds who already have like e-cigarettes, and what are they supposed to do with them between now and when they're 21? How is this law going to be enforced? Things like that. It just seems like a waste of time.
I thought this law was a good idea when I first heard about it. I don't think that it'll really be implemented very well because you can't just patrol the streets looking for those who are under the age of 21 and smoking. It's just a really bad plan. I don't see any implementation happening.
Between 2011 and 2015, the percentage of high school students who smoked e-cigarettes has skyrocketed over 900%. Meanwhile, hookah usage has risen significantly among young people, and cigar smoking continues to be a problem among high schoolers.
It probably won't make much of a difference because if anything, it will just entice teenagers to smoke even more, just like alcohol. I mean, there's high school students who drink alcohol, and there's high school students who are under the age of 18 who smoke, so I don't think it will make a difference.
I don't think it will kind of change nothing because even though like here in Cal State Fullerton it's a smoke-free campus, people still do it. So I don't know if there's gonna be any change.
In fact, smoking is the leading cause of preventable disease and death in the United States, and responsible for 480,000 deaths per year. The new law will take effect in August. Reporting for the Report program, Luis Medina.
What's really interesting that they're enforcing this law in August, but like Cal State Fullerton students said, how are they going to enforce it and how are they going to have this actually happen? Because 18-year-olds are already smoking, you know?
I don't know how they're going to enforce it, but we'll see what happens in August.
Texting and driving has become a natural habit when hearing your phone go off. However, most people don't see how dangerous it can really be. Cal State Fullerton communication students got a chance to do both on campus. Gustavo Olguin has the story.
Wait. Oh, Ron.
Misspelled text messages and flattened cones let Cal State Fullerton students know that they might not be as good as texting while driving as they think. Campus police closed off a section of the parking lot to have the obstacle course in a safe location. Community Service Officer Kendra Kirby helped set up the event and sat front seat while the students took the wheel.
Definitely, if it was a real life scenario, it'd definitely be very terrifying. A lot of you guys tend to slow down a little bit because some people were backing up. Like if you back up on a busy street, like that's a serious traffic hazard. So a lot of people miss the stop sign as well. It's scary to think of. I mean, we all like laugh and joke because it's a fun exercise, but in reality, it could be deadly.
The COM 201 class is taught by Professor Robert Cazada, and he has done similar events with the help of campus police. This event is a way for students to apply some of the things they've learned outside the classroom.
I think being out in the field is where you'll learn deadline journalism. You think on your feet, you start seeing all that goes on into reporting, whether it's print or broadcast, and all these things come together in an assignment like this, and you learn a lot more than you would sitting watching a video in the classroom.
Communications major Andy Ali Mohammadi is part of Kazada's class, and he got a chance to see what it's like to balance the two tasks.
Personally, I'm not a big texter and driver, so that was a little different. So when I started hitting the cones, it just was shocking and was not a good feeling, obviously.
This is Gustavo Olguin with the Report program.
Thank you, Gustavo, for the report. Hopefully, this will encourage people to stop texting while driving. When we return, we'll discuss this weekend's highlights with Mother's Day and spring concert. Stay tuned.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Cal State Fullerton's annual spring concert had its largest turnaround yet with over 8,000 attendants this weekend. Carolina Quixano has the story.
Julius, what the freak is up? Seniors, what's poppin'?
CSUF students and guests got to have one last major hoorah this past Saturday at the annual spring concert. This was the second year in a row where ASI has aimed to make the concert more like a festival than just a performance. With the Ferris wheel, petting zoo, henna art, and food trucks with
Cal State Fullerton soccer fields looked a little more packed than usual Saturday night. That's because CSI's annual spring concert took place at the fields, and it might just have been the most successful one yet.
Spent the whole day starting from 10 a.m. to the end of the event, just kind of setting up, making sure the food trucks got there on time, helping people out, answering questions, getting people pumped for the event.
This year's event included not just performances from Ray Schremer and Porter Robinson, but also multiple food trucks, henna tattoos, and a Ferris wheel.
I thought ASI did a great job with the food trucks, and they gave out more tickets, so my friends were able to come, and overall I thought it was just really awesome.
Well, Cal State Fullerton students were certainly turned this weekend, but changing things up on a cold or hot day, if you feel the need to have a coffee, just stop by the 85 Degrees Bakery. But coffee is not the only product the restaurant offers. Roxana has more on the well-known bakery.
Their great customer service, good and fresh products, and ambience attracts hundreds of people every day. 85 Degrees Bakery Coffee opened for the first time in Taiwan in 2004. Its owner, Mr. Wu, went to a 5-star hotel and realized that high-quality products mean high prices. He decided to open the restaurant, offering the clients high-quality products at an affordable price. From there, they expanded and opened new restaurants in China, Australia, and United States.
Over 90% are students. Since we are nearby the location, we have the Cal State right here and some other community colleges.
The business is always busy because they're always coming up with new products. For example, for fall season, you can try the mango pumpkin pie.
It's a pumpkin pie with a mango filling on top, and it's actually really, really good. It's great for like this type of season, just because pumpkin pie, November, October type of season.
The low prices is a very important factor that helps the business flourish each day.
It's affordable and it's delicious.
Also, the variety of the products makes customers want to return.
There's a wide variety of drinks and food for everyone to enjoy.
When asked what are their favorite products, people told us
brioche bread.
The peach green tea boba, always.
The restaurant offers bread, cake, coffee, and tea, all in one place and all constantly fresh made. For the report program, I'm Roxana Paul.
Located just off the I-15 and Calico Road is Mule Canyon. The canyon is a home away from home for off-roaders, shooters, campers, and hikers. Here's the report program's Christina Massari with more on the story.
Just off the I-15 and Calico Road, the colorful Mule Canyon sits hidden behind the hills. Mule Canyon has become a haven for off-roading, dirt bike riding, hiking, shooting, and camping. The colorful landscape of the Mojave Desert gives the mountains calico patterns with reds, greens, and yellows.
Look at the mineralization.
Mule Canyon has activities for all outdoor lovers, including the Catacombs, which is an area riddled with open mines and natural rock arches to explore. Just 5 minutes away from Mule Canyon is the famous Calico Ghost Town. Here, visitors can eat at Calico Restaurant, grab a cold beer at Lil's Saloon, or do some shopping at the many old-timey stores. If you're looking for a good time that's a little bit off the beaten path and definitely not for the faint of heart, then you can find your adventure at Mule Canyon. I'm Christina Massari for the Report Program.
Thank you, Christina. Those stories are always so informative, and I love how she always brings nature into it. So awesome. Well, stay with us. When we come back, we will take a look at the new form of dating. Plus, Titans softball makes history once again. All this and much more after the break.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness. I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. You get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
Well, summer is just around the corner, and online dating websites are more popular now than ever. Reporter Morgan Klein has the story.
Online dating, is it a good or bad thing? Once a fringe and stigmatized activity, is now more than a $2 billion industry. Over 40 million Americans have given online dating a try, and over one-third American couples who have married between 2005 and 2012 met online. The first prominent site was Match.com, launched in 1995, eHarmony launched in 2000, and OkCupid in 2004. The number of online activity has increased since these sites were first launched, and the websites are now changing. Many websites are now apps that you can download on your smartphone. You can meet your someone with a simple swipe right on apps such as Tinder, Fire, Catfish, Bumble, and Happen. The question that remains a concern is, are these sites really teaching us how to date properly? After all, conversing through the internet doesn't teach us how to truly hold a conversation. Author of this article, Tim, agrees. He states, quote, "What people need to understand is it is not online dating, but online meeting people, followed by in-person dating," quote. I'm Morgan Klein, reporting for the Report Program.
Amir Khan faced off against Mexican star Canelo Alvarez this past Saturday. Our own Gregory Bertado has more on the dramatic fight.
The highly anticipated matchup between Amir Khan and Saul Canelo Alvarez took place this past Saturday. Amir Khan got off to a very fast start and was outboxing Canelo in the early rounds. Unfortunately for Khan, his success would not last long, as Canelo Alvarez would land a vicious shot that would promptly end the fight. The knockout punch would leave boxing fans with a very lasting impression, as it knocked Khan out cold, and on his way down, Khan would hit the back of his head, rendering the fighter motionless for several seconds. I was able to catch up with amateur boxer and lifelong boxing fan Mark Flores and ask for his thoughts regarding the fight.
Khan did a very good job of staying quick on his feet, sticking and moving, and he did a great job up until the 6th round where he stood flat-footed in front of Canelo and got knocked out with a straight right. I think Canelo proved to a lot of people that he's not a one-dimensional fighter in terms that he only packs power, but he also was very quick on his feet, showed a lot of head movement and a lot of different tactics in baiting Khan, who was running. Overall, I thought it was a great fight, a great knockout, and I hope to see more from Canelo, hopefully match up with Triple G or a fighter of his caliber.
Canelo's knockout of Amir Khan is already being regarded by many as one of the most devastating shots in recent boxing history. The knockout punch left all spectators, including Canelo Alvarez himself, in complete shock. And although brutal, it was one of the most clean finishes in boxing history. For the Report program, I'm Gregory Bertado.
Pandas are very adorable animals. The black and white bears are incomparable to the rest. But how about red pandas? The Smithsonian National Zoo in Washington, D.C. has reopened its red panda habitat. These two adorable red pandas, Tusa and Asia, happily explored their new home this morning. Their house, it includes 4 indoor pens with air conditioning and heating. Visitors can get a better look and appreciate these furry friends through a viewing window. Pandas are native to Bhutan, China, India, and Nepal. They are listed as endangered animals by the International Union for Conservation of Nature.
Finals week at Cal State Fullerton is fast approaching, and students are trying their best to finish strong this semester. Chelsea Cooper asked students what they were going to do to prepare for finals.
Finals week at Cal State Fullerton will be underway soon, and students are trying their hardest to finish strong this semester. During finals week, parking gets more crowded, the library is more packed, and the Starbucks lines keep getting longer. Cal State Fullerton tries to prepare students by offering extended library hours, a party cart going around campus with snacks and supplies, and having teachers host longer office hours. I asked students how they were preparing for finals week and what they were going to do to be successful.
Flashcards are my best friend, so I'm just kind of reviewing all the notes we took in class first, in all my classes, and then comparing it to like the textbook, because I think that's like the best way. And then just making sure like my atmosphere is like good, the people I'm around are good, and like cleaning my house and stuff to just make sure like there's not so much clutter while I'm like getting stressed out.
I am trying to sleep and studying a lot, going to the library, trying to get time off work.
So make sure you have your Scantrons and flashcards ready, and may the odds be ever in your favor, Titans. I'm Chelsea Cooper for the Report program.
The semester is almost over and students could not be happier. It seems as if finals are not too bad and summer is the only thing they are looking forward to. Reporter Natalie Gomez finds out what everyone is planning to do this summer.
Students at Cal State Fullerton prepare for the home stretch with only 2 weeks left to school before their summer vacation begins. Most, though, are not too worried for this season of finals and are happier at the thought that the semester is almost over.
So finals, honestly, it's not too bad this time around.
So what do students plan to do this summer?
Just to sleep.
Other students plan to take advantage and get some valuable experience in their field.
Boards, but basically what I'm doing is like it's an editing internship, so he'll do a lot of stuff, talk about his show, like he's kind of like a business guy and everything, and I just kind of go in and edit some of his like work and whatnot, just kind of work hands-on with him, a couple interns. Plans for summer, I'm doing an internship at Parenting OC Magazine. Yeah, it's more of the marketing part of it, but it's some journalism because I'll be writing stuff for them. I think I'm gonna have to do a video piece for them, at least that's what they told me. So, yeah, that'll be fun.
However, summer isn't summer without a little fun. Student John has other plans as well.
just going to the beach, loved going that too, just like pretty much every day, just hitting up the gym, trying to get swole and cut, get that beach bod going, hanging out with my girlfriend, so that'll be fun. Just stuff like that, just kind of hanging out with friends, grabbing a few drinks here and there when you can.
The semester is over, so let the fun begin. This is Natalie Gomez with the Report Program.
A rare story that happened in Portland, Oregon. Naomi Menzer has more on this story.
A baby boy named Elijah Maldonado was born in January 2015 at St. Vincent Hospital in Portland, Oregon. Sadly, the boy died 5 days later after suffering extreme internal hemorrhages from being born prematurely. The parents, Norma Ariano and Sergio Maldonado, received ashes of the wrong baby. They held a funeral with the ashes of a baby girl and traveled with it to see family and displayed the urn in a religious shrine. 5 months later, the parents learned of the mistake from the funeral home and believed the hospital tried to cover up the oversight. The parents returned to the hospital to find that their baby boy was still there. The only way they could identify him was by the blanket he was wrapped in. The parents are now suing St. Vincent Hospital for $3 million due to emotional distress. The hospital responded to the incident by saying, "We are deeply sorry for what happened. We made a mistake and we have apologized in person to the family." This is Naomi Menzer for the Report Program.
That's going to do it for us today. Be sure to stay tuned in next Tuesday for the next episode of the Report Program. I'm Emily Cordes.
I'm Jasmine Arenas.
And I'm Carolina Quixano. Thanks for watching and have a great night.